Welcome back. I told you I'd be back. It's live again, and that means you can call in. You can call in, and we can talk about what's going on in your life and see if we can't make it better for you. Who do we have now?
Okay, we have Theresa. She's on line 9, and she wants to talk to you about her husband.
Theresa.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
Your husband?
Yes, my husband.
How old are you, Theresa?
32.
How long have you been married?
8 years married, 10 years with him.
And what's going on?
Well, I guess for the past year it's been getting a little worse as far as the kinky sex, as far as like he's wanting threesomes and...
He's wanting, but are you doing?
No.
Okay. He started wanting threesomes. When was this?
Well, it kind of started in the beginning of the relationship, but I still didn't do it then, but he didn't pressure it till about the past year. It's like he didn't bring it up again for all those years until like this last year.
What else is he asking for?
Mainly that and sex objects to be used like all the time.
Sex objects?
Mm-hmm.
Like?
Dildos.
Uh-huh.
And it seems that he has to have a porno flick every time for sex.
He wants the dildo used on him?
Both.
Okay.
And then he's also starting to get into dressing up as a woman.
Okay.
Around the house.
Around the house?
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Don't like it.
What does it make you feel like?
Sick.
Sick?
Mm-hmm.
You have kids?
Yes.
How old?
5 and 6.
Have the kids seen him?
No. He locks himself in the master bedroom.
And he dresses up?
Yep.
And when he does, how does he expect you to react to him?
Normal. Like I shouldn't make that big a deal out of it because that's what he wants. He enjoys it. And that I'm more abnormal because I'm not adventurous.
Oh, this is a real problem, huh?
It's beginning to be, yeah. I mean,
What
he's
is
in
it?
the other room. I mean, he would just not like this phone call at all.
Is he up?
No.
He's asleep while you're talking to him?
Yes.
Well, you're real unhappy.
Yeah.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
And the thing you're unhappy with is that your comfort zone is being pulled apart. I mean,
Well, it makes me feel guilty that I don't do it.
Guilty that you don't do it. You don't feel comfortable doing it, do you?
No.
And when you do it, what happens to your enjoyment?
Well, I'd say now about 70 to 80% of the time I don't do it at all. And when I do it,
yeah.
just satisfy him, I would.
Do you get turned off?
Yes.
Okay. So what is happening is that his pleasure is more important than yours in his eyes.
But he says if I do it to him, that we would both.
Yeah, but wait a second. But he's making demands for sexual enjoyment on his terms, and that what you want no longer matters. Isn't that true?
Yes. Yeah. I guess that's how you would say it.
Well, I mean,
I don't know that. I mean, he's the one making me feel the guilt.
Wait a second. But you're not getting the kind of sex and being treated the way that you need to be treated to feel good about your sex life, right?
No, it seems he needs everything else but me to turn him on.
Okay. In other words, you're not getting what you want.
Right.
Right. That's 50% of the problem.
Well,
you have to understand, you're not being satisfied.
not at all.
Okay. So that's your complaint. I'm not being satisfied. He's making demands for sex that satisfies him that doesn't satisfy you at all. And you're not allowed to make demands for sex that satisfies you.
Well, he has done in comments like, if you don't give it up, someone else will.
Is that what he says?
Well, he said it only twice. That's within the past year.
Oh, well, you're...
And he gets intoxicated. He's drinking more when he does it, when he dresses up and stuff. And
your relationship is on the way out. You know that. And you have to deal with it in this level. Tell him it's not about the sex. It's about the fact that he's undergoing a personality change. And he's not treating you right. He's not treating you like an equal. He's not being giving to you. He's not satisfying your needs, and he's treating you like a thing.
Yeah, that's what I feel like.
Right, and that's what you say. You say, how can I possibly have sex with someone who doesn't treat me like a person? You treat me like a sex object.
He's definitely not a communicator. He doesn't. We don't communicate about much of anything.
Well, then sex is extraneous. Sex has nothing to do with your relationship. Your relationship is about two people who are frozen into a position of non-communicating. And what you need to do is if you think that you want to be with him, the two of you have to get into couple therapy. There's just no other way ever going to resolve any of this.
Well, he definitely would not do that.
Well, then sooner or later you're out of this relationship. And you have to tell him that. I mean, he's threatening you with another person. He's threatening you with all this sort of stuff. You know, if it were kinky occasionally and it was something that both of you really, thought was a kick or got into it, it doesn't make any difference. Two willing people who are both amused by it, it's one thing. But basically, if it's always what he wants and never what you want, and there's no emotional relationship to back it up because you don't communicate, you don't have anything.
No, it just gets worse. It's just
all right.
Every day.
Make a stand. Tell him you either want to get into couple therapy or maybe you shouldn't be together, but this relationship isn't giving you any of the things you want. And if you don't take a stand, not only will you lose the relationship, you lose yourself in the process.
Needs to make a move.
Everyone needs to make a move when you're that pressured by a situation that's so lopsided. Relationships between equals, or it's not a relationship.